on this one, I'm taking thing on FIFA, the new FIFA 16 game. FIFA 16 video game, PS4. We now have women's football. The tournament set up has been like 16 teams into 4 leagues of 4, and obviously a round robin system, and then elimination from quarter final, semi final, to the final, and now I'm in the final against England. So this is the new thing for the FIFA game, that they've got female footballers in the game. First time they've ever had, I think, female competitors in any of the FIFA games. And whether women's sport will still remain popular over the next few months. I get the feeling it might be a little bit of a fad. A fad is obviously something that, something, whether it's film, a movie, merchandise, whatever, that gains a huge amount of popularity in a very short space of time, and then just a short time later, the popularity of that decreases a huge amount, and it ends up being forgotten about a little bit. Women's sport's always been there for years, but I've got the feeling that maybe this interest in women's sport might actually just be a bit of a fad. So here we go. They're both in white. I'm going to go for white because they can play in the red away strip. I'm not going to change anything when it comes to the lineup. Actually, team management. I'll just roles on. I'm going to put it to Morgan because she's been a good player actually for me since the start of this tournament. So you only play 3 league games in the round robin system, and then the top 2 teams go through. You go to the quarter final, semi final, and then we're in the final. I hate this. I'm going to try and see whether I can switch this off actually. These mini games. I don't think you can switch through them if you're streaming out. You can't now. Sometimes it takes quite a few seconds for it to come up. This Women's International Cup. It's the only competition you can actually get when you're playing women's football. You can't go women's team against the men's team. You can only go the Women's International Cup. See there, the quarter final, semi final, final. Teams like Canada, England. Limited the amount of teams in this setup. See England coming on. I'll switch past this because there's a way to play the anthem. I don't want any music thing on it. So here it is. You see, obviously, women's playing it. I think the skill level is down a little bit on these players. Put the commentary off for this so I can speak about it. I think the skill level for the women is down. I put the skill level down as I did in the other stream I did. Just taking a look at, which was really me testing the new YouTube stream from PlayStation 4, which will come in handy for a couple of games later in the year. But certainly, you see there a good close-ups to put out so you can get a couple of close-ups there. The models actually look quite good. They're still a bit cartoony for me in the video games, but they're actually alright. Only got 6 minutes per half. You can go up to 20 minutes per half in this game, which is a real shame. You used to be able to get in all the FIFA games, you used to be able to play 90 minutes. You don't seem to get that nowadays. You used to be able to play whole 90-minute games, even on previous obviously games console before even PlayStation. You used to be able to get to play full 90-minute games, but you don't seem to get that now. I have no idea about be it players, I don't know one from another. So got a good goal header there. No idea who that is. Scored it. Sauerbrunn. She's scored a couple of decent goals throughout this tournament since Becky Sauerbrunn. It's pretty much, to be honest, you don't really know. I mean, like I said, I think I could have put the skill level down on that for this game, for this match. I think you don't really notice any difference when it comes to actually. Oh, that was a good one. You don't really notice any difference when you're playing the game. I don't think, really. It's just that it happens to be female models that you're controlling. And obviously, not knowing the players, it's a bit difficult to know how life accurate they are. Sometimes you do get improvements to the players. So it is, to make the skin look a little bit better, or make the model look a bit better. But apparently it seems not many people are really playing the women's football tournament. That's why I thought I'll take a bit of a look at it. Like I said, it doesn't really much difference though, to be honest. I think the game, you're a little bit limited. They said on really the international cup, I think that's about the only thing that you can do. I'll just move there a bit. You get to control your celebrations a bit this game as well. Normally, when I've been using L2 in circle, it means to fall over. Maybe use that if I can score another goal. But overall, really, it doesn't feel different. There's no, the players are still the same responsive as the men. Like I said, I think the skill level is down a little bit, but they do tend to be slightly less skilled. So I think the ratings are down a little bit for some of the women at least. Oh well. Tried to chip in. Tried to get that score with a flare shot in women's football game. I don't know, maybe it's because I put the skill level down, I haven't been able to get it. Maybe it doesn't account up below a certain below a certain skill level average, I don't know. Yeah, see, it's a bit too. Yeah, see, you try it again and it just over chips it. See, it really does not make much of a difference, I don't think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. See, comment from Gregory S. Change the difficulty. I'm not going to bother doing it on this because I just wanted to look at this, but because I've only got a few minutes actually just to do this before I've got to sort things out, helping things be moved. But I'll change the difficulty, and I'm going to look on on YouTube, see whether anybody's put up any. Because I just got this game a few days ago. Check, see whether anybody's got the how-to videos on YouTube, but I'll change that and I'll do that in the next couple of days. Personally, to me, it's not really. Oh, and thanks for the comment, Gregory S. To me, it does not feel any different at all. I know there's some concerns. That's why I'm partly doing this as well, because there was a few concerns posted by people on social media I saw about the control of this of these women, and like, oh, it's going to be really difficult to get passing, but the way that the programmed it, coded it, it's just pretty much seems to be, like I said, ratings down a little bit, but it's the same response rate. It's still, really still pretty much the same response that the men are. It's just with female models on the game. It doesn't. There's some concerns about, we're going to try and pass, and they're going to miss, and they're going to, we're going to try and shoot. They're not going to be able. They're not going to be able to do it. It's difficult. It's like different levels of I was saying, friends of mine playing different levels of football and real life football and not video games, and you get different skill levels, obviously. It's typical. I thought it was a bit typical that it comes up England through to the final. I'm Scottish, obviously, and England lost heavily in the rugby last night. It was the last night. See, it's better just to keep it very simple, just to experience the final right now. But it's good camera angles as well. You do get it sometimes that the camera angle doesn't quite follow the ball, where you score a goal, like cross coming in that, and another angle it might show you the camera might be actually rushing past across the screen and not really be able to follow the ball until it really goes in the net. Weird how they do that, but I think they're just trying to imitate the real life cameras and that. But I'm sure they'll be able to track. Speaking to a couple of people who made a little bit of kind of video game stuff, they do seem to be able to do that. They're just trying to imitate the real life cameras. So yeah. Anyway, it's not good. As I said, it's very simple. You put that. That's the one thing I said. I said it on the previous stream. One kind of mutual friend I had been ill recently and not been able to really play the game properly. Not really the best to help, but that's the good thing about it. About this game, you can actually not even lower the difficulty. You can actually also lower the skill level of the players. So you can give it to. Obviously, this game is 3+. This game is rated according to the box. So you can set it up and you can save these skill levels. So when you do actually, you can set up for a kid or that. You can just you can put the skill level really, really, really down. So that way that you can leave it in a really young kid's hands, and they can win. Because obviously, some younger kids, just see whether it says anything about. Doesn't really say anything about different age. Really, it just says 3 years old. Obviously, it doesn't say anything about recommend. I won't give it a whole load of writing on the back of the cover. It doesn't really matter. So you can give it to young kids, and especially young kids have played various video games over the years with nephews. They do get frustrated when you beat them easily on the game. Obviously, the controls. They don't. You can beat them. So that's half time so far. 8-0. I'm just keeping on the really easy difficulty just now. Now, maybe look at see whether there are any YouTube tutorials about getting the flare shot, or because I know it's L2 in square, but that's the good thing. When it does go to half time, you do get a lot of highlights now with commentary. So I'll just quick change a couple of players. Take Brian out. I'm not going to take. I'm going to change that to LaRue because he's actually a good player. Like I said, I'm not a clue about how to change the keeper actually for the sake of it. I hope so, and that the sure she was caught up in some scandal or something. I'm sure that is. I think that's her reason. She's caught up in some domestic violence scandal or something. Anyway, she's in the game anyway. I'm sure that's sort of. I'm sure it's the hope so that she is. So, yeah, I'm sure that is sort of some domestic battery or something. Whatever. Anyway, I'm sure. So the second half. Now the good thing is also, and this you can quickly check. I'm pressing. I've actually changed the controls a little bit. The square shooting, circle crossing, X passing, R2 is the speed. Because I've played Pro Evo for quite a few years, and I use those kind of settings, so I've just used those settings for this game. That's a good thing about it. You can actually change your settings as well. You can set the controls. So, like I said, if you want X as shooting, triangle as crossing over or whatever, you can do that as well. You see there in the background as well the movable, the kind of advertising boards that are like screens now. I will just score another goal, I think. 9-0. No. Oh, we tried to do that celebration when we scored another one. That's it, just take it very easy. That's it, it's really not. And you get also tactics as well. If you press up and down, you can change different. I think up, and then you can saw it there, change tactics as well. In there and follow it. You do get some weird shots of celebrations though. I've seen a couple of shots that celebrations seem weird. It still does a little bit ghostly a couple of times in the celebrations. I've seen it a couple of times. Not really a glitch, but they go through each other. The players actually go through each other and sometimes in the celebrations, which has always been a bit of a problem for years. I don't know whether they can change that. It must be somewhere. Maybe technology is not quite there enough to make some, because you do get quite often with some of those, some games still you do get some glitches. That was a good goal. And fall over again. It's a good thing we've mixed and matched the celebration. Not really learnt the celebrations yet. Not a really good chance to have an actual look at the celebrations in this game just now. And you get set piece tactics as well. Let's just give England a good thrashing here, might as well. Might as well make it quite a few goals. Carney. Oh, it's an own goal. Oh dear. That just adds to the humiliation. That's another good thing as well. In the last few years they've actually started putting own goals actually in them. Because, certainly early years of these kind of video games, sometimes they would just, even though it was clearly an own goal, they would attribute it to one of your players instead of saying it was an own goal. Like in the semi-final that I played earlier, the goalkeeper in China goalkeeper pretty much basically put in their own net, and it came up as an own goal. And then another one in the, I think it was the last game, the round robin, or second or last third round. I think it was the second game in the round robin. The ball clearly hit off one of the other team's players, but then it was attributed to my, I think it was that Wambach woman that's the short hair that scored, Wambach. It was actually attributed to her instead of being what I thought should have been an own goal, but oh well. But park the bus here, I think. Just head to the keeper there, just to waste some time now, because we're already well beating them, and it's just kind of wasting time now. Some of the trophies on this game are quite easy to go through. I saw one that seems quite rare, according to is the driven ground pass, I think it's called. It's very easy. Just make the last pass to your striker who's going to score the goal. Just press R1 and X at the same time. See that's what it is there. It's just a real, more forcible pass. So some of the trophies are really easy to get. And obviously, the win one women's game is easy. Win the women's final is easy. So just wasting time really now. Should call it that, but never mind. Just waste time now really to see what the celebrations are like. Actually, I only got this a few days ago, so I haven't really won a trophy yet. I've not really gone through. I was going to start going through the Scottish League. My local team, Dun United, but I'm only into December. I'm only a few games, not really had a huge amount of time right now, so. To the keeper, keep it out, keep the clock going right now. %. There's also one trophy, keep to own the ball. You've got to have your the percentage of possession in the game above, I think it's 71%, at least you've got to have 71%. It's very easy. These kind of trophies are very easy to do. Just, like I said, change skill levels if you really want to, and then just, most of the second half just keep passing the ball. So, yeah, see it. Oh, sorry. That would have been a good goal too. Ah well, never mind. That would have been good. There's also one about not have any fouls against you, but it doesn't include offside. Glitching models actually don't look too bad actually, like I said. Sometimes you do get that skin improvements and so forth. And I'm sure some men will also like to play the women's teams and that. I'm sure you can probably play like exhibition games for the women's teams. But I don't think probably if you can't do it between women and men's team, I don't think on this. Which is a little bit of a pity, but I know that doesn't really happen in real life. I think I've seen some charity games that's happened, but it doesn't really happen. So I don't think video game makers and that are really particularly wanting to put that in games. They could if they wanted to, but they don't seem to want to do that. To put that in. Yeah, might as well make it. So that's it. Oh, come on, that was offside. Yep, offside. Oh well. Let's say we're all wait. Let's wait to finish now. So we'll put the commentary up. I think actually for this last few bits.
More.
No, actually, it's a little bit too low. Anyway,
Goes for goal! Well, she's taken the shot on, and all credit to her for that, but not what she wanted.
Yeah, some you win, some you lose. Unfortunately for her, that was the latter.
USA, obviously, the team that actually won the World Cup, so that's why I chose them. And there it goes.
That's the moment they've been waiting for, the final whistle, and the joy of knowing the trophy is theirs.
Yeah, they've always stuck together in this competition, and they did over the course of that 90 minutes we've just seen. That team spirit has taken them a long way, hasn't it?
Well, there's an old expression, being up for the cup. This team have certainly been up for this challenge, and they're going to lift up the cup very shortly.
I think I noticed as well, the semi-final and final, I think, happened as well, but I just skipped it. You actually got a small bit of the national anthem when the team were lined up.
For the souvenirs.
Usual.
Small trinkets, really.
I mean, every single sport now has that kind of thing, from American football, rugby.
So many trophies on offer during the course of the season.
Has this kind of
and that's why it does mean
presentation
so much for any
thing going now.
to be in this position, to be on that podium. Wonderful stuff.
It's such a fantastic feeling to win any football match, but to win one when there's major silverware at stake almost defies description.
I think they'd be delighted as well, Martin. In fact, they played well over the course of the final, that 90 minutes when they really did have to show what they'd got. They responded to the challenge, and that makes it all the more satisfying.
Obviously, the colours will change depending on what team you actually won it with.
And suddenly, having looked tired towards the end of the game, they've found remarkable energy.
Yeah, they'll keep going all night now, I'm sure of that. The adrenaline will be pumping.
A little bit of a possibly sexist comment there, but
great team, great
this
result.
commentary is done in general. You do get references to her and she, obviously, in this game, but you do get general commentary like that. Yeah, like I said, probably just general animations to change the models to. You do get the feeling that they've done that in this game a little bit.
Goal's always a crucial goal, and they've just
that
got
they've,
it.
you know, they've put. See the highlight. I post-match highlights now.
Goes for the volley.
Well, the problem is if you scored quite a few goals, sometimes in these games it cuts some of the goals out. So if you hit, like, say, the 6th or 7th goal and you think that's an amazing goal, see that on the post-match highlight, sometimes it cuts it out. Sometimes it's just like selections of goals. Yeah, I see this.
That's a very good goal.
So I just got that there. So that is the women's final between USA and England. Obviously USA running out the winners, 14-0. You also get, again, still same with the men's, you get team go through and you can look at the different statistics for the games, performances, where the players played. It's the usual same usual same. That was 9.9. So that is the women's football. Just see whether it goes up anything afterwards, and it comes up 14-0. So that's the women's final. Like I said, we've got the trophy to win that have won it. So that's the women's final. Like I said, not many people. I don't think will be a huge amount of people will be playing the female aspect of the game. It's obviously a lot of girls will be playing it. But there it is. That's that's the women's. I'm interested to actually find out, will people actually play this? Will guys bother with the female football aspect? Many of them will, because just simply for the fact of gaining all the trophies in the game and looking at any all content for the game. Just be able to say, "Oh, I've completed the whole game entirely." But I'll be interested in seeing whether people will actually play that game. So there is the female aspect of FIFA 16.